forget the bridge.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And incomplete on the deep ball. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Jones. That's complete to Tony.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, Not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
5 yards remain on second down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants will strike first here in this wild card matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Jalen Rager was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, 52 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even. Hey. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. A handoff to Barkley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Throwing Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Seven, our score after 1. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Saquon Barkley running right. All the way down at the 3. 85 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Out of the gun, it's Booker. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Devontae Booker, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied. He sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook, it's still open for the coordinator.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, here's Barkley, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this one is no good. He missed it. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Dancing to his left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They go play action with Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have a decent amount of time, 55 seconds to work with to try to at least get down into field goal range. This is Booker on the dump off. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Jones now throwing on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his right. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's 2nd and a yard. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Back to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. This ball complete to Rager. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Back to throw. Jones. It got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross, 70 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point try, good by. As will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Second down, back to Sanders. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Play action. Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown! John Ross. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a huge return as he'll take the 30-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano now to add. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Oh, that's Smith, a nice catch. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor, 26 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 24. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So that'll back him up 5. A 2nd down carry for Booker. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. In this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Jones. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Off play action. Jones. He'll buy some time right. He dumps it off to Barkley. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Facing this big 1st half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Jones throwing on 4th down. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Hurts. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far. Prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point,